Greetings, heroes! I'm Hercules0070, and you're listening to the VSM7 by MOVO. If you have any questions, post your comments down below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. The MOVO VSM7 is a large diaphragm multi-pattern studio XLR condenser microphone. Now that's a mouthful. Don't let these words intimidate you. Let's break it down a little bit. Large diaphragm means the piece that is inside of the microphone that vibrates, that sends the signal to your computer, is large. Multi-pattern means that there's different ways that the microphone will accept the audio. This has three different types: cardioid, bidirectional, and omnidirectional. Cardioid means that it will only pick up audio from the front of the microphone. This setting is for a single audio source. Bidirectional means that it will pick up audio from the front and the back of the microphone if you're doing something like an interview. And omnidirectional, which is used to put in the middle of a sound source, and it will pick up audio from all directions. XLR is just the cable type that it uses to connect to your device. And condenser microphone means that it has a more sensitive piece that picks up the audio quality, increasing the quality of the audio but also requiring a phantom power, meaning the device that you plug this microphone into needs to supply power through the same cable that it's picking up the data for the audio to be captured. More simple terms, condenser microphones are more sensitive but also require phantom power to work. And in the box, you will receive the microphone itself, a shock mount that also has a pop filter attached to it, and an XLR cable, and 2 replacement cloth elastic bands and 2 replacement rubber elastic bands. Before you purchase this microphone, be mindful of the mixer you'll be using. It needs to have an XLR input and have phantom power.
The SM7 by MOVO. That's what we're talking about today. And the number one thing I've noticed with MOVO, I now have had both 2 of their microphones, is their packaging is incredible. The foam that they use to package their microphones is awesome. Even when I go to put something away in my closet, I love having something this nice to put it in, and it goes back in very easily. And even if I didn't like the box, the foam is awesome. So I mean, just putting the microphone back in the foam itself and putting it on a shelf is great. It keeps everything together, cables, attachments, but it also keeps it safe. So if you bump into it or you're going to reach it off a shelf and it falls, it will protect it. It is so good quality. Their packaging is very clean looking too. Everything looks very modern, and it's it's labeled very clean and nice, good modern look. I don't know. I like their packaging. Definitely give them 10 out of 10 out of packaging, no matter what, on both of the microphones I've received so far from MOVO. Before I review this microphone, I want to explain my setup and why this microphone is for my setup specifically. I am using a dual PC setup, meaning that I have one computer that captures my audio and video or streams my audio and video to a website like YouTube. And then I have a secondary computer that I use for playing video games or running my chatting website or app like Discord or something of that type. That is a secondary computer that does all of that for me. And I use a mixer to combine the audio between those 2 computers. So I have the microphone going into the mixer, and then it divides that audio between the 2 computers, also receiving the audio from both those computers and combining them to each other so that they all get the same audio to each other at the same time, so that I can communicate with someone on Discord and record it and not have to worry about mixing it later or something of that type. Now, that means that I have to have an XLR microphone. That's why this one specifically helps me. But this microphone also requires phantom power. So if you're going to use a microphone like this, or this one specifically, you have to make sure that your mixer has phantom power ability. So there's a button that you can switch on the phantom power. Otherwise, this microphone will not work. It does not transmit any audio at all without phantom power. now that I've explained kind of my setup and how I use this microphone all together, we're going to talk about the build quality. So it has a mount that has fabric elastic bands that are making the microphone kind of float in the middle of the ring, and then it attaches to your boom arm or your floor mount. I'm using a floor mount that goes to an arm. It's not connected to my desk. And it has a mesh pop filter that is on a hinge. A big thing for me is that it's the shape and the hinge, because I have tried using pop filters that are the big circles with the bendy arm. The bendy arm is very frustrating. It never stays where it needs to stay. The circle's too big, so it covers my mouth. They are not fun to use, and they're annoying because you're always fidgeting with them, and that makes noise in your microphone. This is perfectly shaped to where it's not covering my face. I can situate it underneath my face to where my breath coming out of my nose and my mouth is not making plumes, and it looks nice. It's aesthetically pleasing. I also like that it has like a twisty bottom. So to take it off, you just twist a little ring, and it takes it off of that mount. So if you wanted to put it into another mount somewhere else, you could. Or if you wanted to even handheld it, I mean, I don't know if I would, but you could handhold it if you wanted to, with you just being able to twist it off. So that's the mount itself. The microphone is made out of a very high quality metal. When I was touching it, holding it, when I was kind of just like taking pictures and stuff, it feels so high quality. It has a very rugged, durable feel to it, and I really like the build quality of the microphone overall. It does have multiple polar patterns. I specifically will only be using like the cardioid one, which is the one that reads just from one side of the microphone to kind of have a single direction that it's receiving audio from. That would be my personal way of using it. You know, there are other situations that people will want this microphone. They'll probably maybe want to mount it in the middle of a desk and talk to people during a podcast, or have a meeting where they're, you know, setting up a webcam and they're on a table with some coworkers, and they have to stream it to people who are working from home or to a server location. This microphone they can put in the middle of the desk and hear everybody in the room. So there's a lot of situations. My specific one will be set up on an arm facing just me, picking up just my voice. And overall, it sounds great. It looks great. It's not crazy expensive. There are some microphones that I've looked at in the past, and it's just they're too expensive. This overall, I think it's a good, comfortable price. Right now, I believe it's around $100. No, it's 120 or 30. So I'm not 100% sure, but there's a little bit of a buffer over $100 a little bit. It's around $100, which is I mean, that's a normal price for a good quality microphone. This, I feel like it's low price compared to what you get in quality. I think that they're being very generous with the price with this because of how good of a quality it is overall. Even the XLR microphone cable, the XLR cable, I mean, it's pretty good quality. I wouldn't say there's anything bad about it anyway. It's perfect length for me personally. So overall, if you're looking for a new high quality microphone and you have a mixer with a phantom power option on it, definitely check this out. Link in the description to Amazon. I also live stream on here, so please make sure that you hit that bell icon and get notified every time I go live, because I don't have a set schedule for my streams, and I play everything from Nintendo Switch games like Animal Crossing to Minecraft to Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, mobile games. I like to change and have fun and play different games all the time, so please come hang out with me in the chat. And of all the social media, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, all of them, they're all Hercules 0070. And I have links in the description. I have links everywhere. But I usually post up also on my Twitter, on my Instagram, and on my Discord when I'm about to start up a stream. Sometimes I'll post up like a video of like saying, hey, I'm starting my stream, this is what I'm playing today, something like that. I love you guys. That's why I call you guys my heroes. You guys are incredible, and I hope to see you soon in my live stream. Have a wonderful day.
Just watched them. Our whole team's gonna lose by not shooting. We're gonna just win by being pacifists.
Bullets kill people.
Bullets kill people, not us. He's right there!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Hold on a second.